Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, here we are. Gordon Corman's Restart, and we're in our final four chapters. If we think about the plot line, we've reached our climax, we're in the falling action, and now at the end, we're here in the resolution. We're here where all the loose ends get tidied up and the problem gets solved. What's the problem? Well, the way I see it, the problem is that Chase hasn't known who he really is. He's gotten a lot of pieces of the puzzle, but this new Chase was having a really hard time deciding who he was or who he is now. He knew who he was, but who is he now? I think that problem is just about to be solved. I think Chase has decided exactly who he is. I'm ready to find out if he made the decision that I am hoping that he has made. Will you turn with me now on to page 214? It's chapter 27 from Aaron Heichmann's point of view. I know that's not how it's pronounced, but I'm just stuck on it. And since it doesn't make a difference, since it doesn't affect the comprehension of the story or my comprehension of the story, I'm going to roll with it. Maybe you will too. Page 214. Young man, we've been waiting nearly half an hour, the Dumbledore tells me. You promised to set up the card table for us. We'll get to it, I tell her. We're busy. The old bat has a voice like screeching gears on a truck with a bad transmission. That's a really mean simile. You don't look very busy to me. You're just standing around the snack cart eating the cookies you're supposed to be passing out. Which is a big job, Bear pretends to be outraged. You expect us to do this on an empty stomach? Chill out, I advised Dumbledore. 5 more minutes. Who talks to adults like that? I can't believe it. It goes without saying that community service at Greybeard Motel is about as much fun as sticking your hand in a garbage disposal. The one good thing is that you get to mess with the residents. She's been bugging us half the morning to set up an extra card table in the rec room so that she and the 3 other blue hairs can play bridge. We've been having a few laughs seeing how long we can blow her off. 5 minutes? Pfft, try 5 hours. Maybe 5 days. If she doesn't like it, let her set up her own card table. She's built like a sumo wrestler. Gosh, these guys are mean. In frustration, she retreats to the rec room and Bear and I crack up. Oh, we'll do it for her eventually. You know, right before her head explodes. That's the art to it. Picking the moment to give in just when she's about to report us to the nurses. Yeah. We help ourselves to more cookies, but Bear tries to hog the last chocolate one and we end up down on the floor fighting for it and laughing like crazy. The cookie's crushed before either one of us can eat it. We're getting back to our feet, brushing off the dust and crumbs when we see him. Chase, striding down the hall like he's in the amazing race, in a real hurry to get somewhere, and not too thrilled about it. Ever since our fight on the football field, he hasn't been turning up for community service. I mean, not like he's really on it anyway. I guess he's back, or at least he's back visiting his video star, the nastiest old Dumbledore in a building overflowing with them. Bear, who has amazing sight, spots the bulging pocket first. It looks like he's carrying a baseball, but there's a piece of cloth trailing from the opening. Hey, Ambrose, I call. What have you got there? He ignores me and shifts his path to the opposite side of the corridor. Bear blocks the way. Hey, man, the man asked you a question. Another shift So I step out beside Bear, and together we block the hall. Chase does exactly what a running back would do on a football field. He puts his head down and tries to blast through us, but we're linemen, so we stop him cold. In a game, I'd be trying to strip the ball. In this case, I reach down and grab the white fabric and yank. Top of page 216. A dish towel opens in my hand and something flies out and hits the terrazzo floor with a clink. Star shape. Blue ribbon. It's the geezer's medal! Chase falls down on it like he's recovering a fumble. Bear and I go down on top of him. Hey, 2/3 of that is ours, I snarl. It belongs to Mr. Solway. He doesn't care, Bear grunts. He barely remembers he even had it. Get off! Somehow, he heaves both clear and scrambles to his feet, clutching the medal in his hand. You're not getting away with this, man, I tell him. It's not even unfriendly. I'm giving him valuable information. We're taking that medal no matter what we have to do to you. He hesitates, considering his options. During the pause, Dumbledore comes back into the hall. What's going on out here? It's more than 5 minutes. We need our table set up. Now! Oh, I'll do it, offers Chase, grabbing the opportunity to get away from us. The medal concealed in his fist. Concealed means hidden. The medal concealed in his fist. He escorts Dumbledore into the rec room. Bear starts to follow them, but I hold him back. Too many witnesses, man. Be patient. He can't stay in there forever. We watch like hawks. That's a good simile. We watch like hawks from the doorway, figuring he might try to stash the medal and come back for it later when we're not around. It's in his right hand. He never opens those fingers while he's setting up the folding table and chairs. He keeps one eye on us. I favor him with a grin that says, we're gonna get you if we have to stand here until the next ice age. He's toast, Bear whispers triumphantly. If he's toast, that's an idiom that means he's done for. It's over. Bear whispers triumphantly. The only way out of this room is through us. The Dumbledores in the rec room are fawning over Ambrose like he just saved the world from Lex Luthor or something. They love him about as much as they hate us. It's enough to make you barf. He even takes a small potted plant from the TV cabinet and sets it on the table to be a centerpiece. The blue hairs are practically wriggling with joy. Then, as Chase turns, his elbow knocks the pot off the table. It hits the floor and shatters, spilling earth all over the place. Bear loves it. Ha ha ha! Idiot! Ambrose rushes to the corner where a vacuum cleaner stands against the wall. He plugs it in and starts to clean up the mess. We almost miss it. He runs the vacuum back and forth over the dirt. He opens his hand and drops the metal into the unit's path. In a heartbeat, it's sucked up and gone. Y'all, Chase just accidentally sucked up the metal into the vacuum cleaner. Or was it an accident? He glances over his shoulder to see if we noticed. We pretend we didn't, but Bear's face is bright red. We pretend we didn't, but Bear's face is bright red, which is a dead giveaway. Chase is vacuuming towards us now, speeding up and breaking into a run. The plug pops out of the wall. The vacuum falls silent. He keeps moving, though, charging at us. Bear and I block the doorway and brace ourselves to deck him again. Just before impact, he lifts the vacuum cleaner like a battering ram and slams into us. We're both knocked back onto our butts, choking in a cloud of dust that the collision forces out of the filter bag. By the time our vision clears and we struggle back up again, Ambrose is almost out of sight down the hall, still cradling or holding the vacuum cleaner. We stare at each other, and the minute we get our breath back, we chorus, "Get him!" We take off after our star running back. We've never been able to outpace him before, but this time he's carrying a vacuum cleaner, not a football. That's bound to slow him down. Y'all! All right, so really cool thing. Smart thinking on Chase's part, right? He knew that he might lose his grip on the metal. So he decides to suck it up into the vacuum cleaner and use the vacuum cleaner as a weapon to get past the very strong Aaron and Bear so he can get back to Mr. Solway. His plan works. But will Aaron and Bear catch up with him? All they have to do is wrestle that vacuum cleaner out of his hands, and it's done. The metal is stolen again. Will Chase win? Will Chase get the metal back to Mr. Solway? Or will the bullies win the fight? There's only one way to find out. Chapter 28. I'll see you there.